Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and today I should be building the Sikorsky King Stallion helicopter in Minecraft. So first of all, this is probably the biggest helicopter I have ever seen. It is absolutely enormous. It is basically the size of a small airplane. Well, sort of a medium-sized airplane actually. It is absolutely huge, and that sort of explains the enormous cost of this helicopter. It is a military helicopter. It is a brand new development. It is sort of an upgraded previous model. It is, I believe, currently used by the American Navy. They have a few of them. As I said, I've read they are hugely expensive given their enormous size. It has 3 engines and a huge propeller, a huge rotor I should say, as you can see here. You can see basically the comparison, the size comparison. That Black Hawk there is to scale basically, and you can see that thing is huge. I didn't say it is a cargo helicopter, just like general purpose I guess. It is not a battleship, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It is quite new, so that's a feature, and we're gonna be building one today, I guess, and I think it's pretty much time to start. Okay, so I'm gonna start around here, so I'm gonna have enough space, and I'm gonna start with the front landing gear right here, and we're gonna have some fencing, and we're gonna build this out of cyan hardened clay. I'm just gonna go ahead and put down a nice line here, and that's gonna be nice. We're gonna have a stair in front there. We're gonna have a block on top, and then we're gonna build the cab. It's gonna be just gonna be simple, just like pretty much all of my other helicopters. It's gonna be very similar to those. So we're gonna have this sort of arrangement here, and then we're gonna have blocks like these. So we have this nice area of glass, and then we're gonna put down a couple more blocks here. Now this helicopter, I've built it 5 blocks wide, so that's the total width. The main body I guess would be just 3, but then we're gonna expand it with the engines and with the side thingies as well. The height is 8 blocks on this one, and the length, the overall length basically of the fuselage would be 31 blocks, which is pretty substantial. So anyway, let's continue to build this thing. Apparently I've read that this thing is supposed to be used to transport Humvees as well, so it's supposed to be able to house a full-size Humvee inside, which is quite crazy actually. And if it doesn't have a Humvee, it can have, I believe, up to 50 people inside, so basically you can imagine it as a giant flying bus. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm sort of building this wrong actually. I should put down another row down here on the bottom, so it doesn't look this weird, and we're gonna put down a couple of slabs, so right behind the glass there on either side, like so, to have more of a smooth transition. And just gonna extend this here like so, and we're gonna extend the walls as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do the windows a bit later, pretty sure. So I'm just gonna extend this a bit more, I guess. So as I said, the overall length would be 31 blocks. This is just the fuselage without the stator at the back or any of the rotor plates at the front. So that's pretty much that. And I'm just gonna extend this to around this point. So this is where the fuselage starts to sort of go into the tail, and before we do the tail, I think I'm gonna do the side bits and the rear landing gear, which is attached to those. So we're gonna go ahead and place down a couple of blocks on the sides here. So these go to around here, so that would be 9 blocks. So from around 2 blocks after this slab to 9 blocks, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So these are just like pods for mounting different stuff, I guess, armament and whatever whatever needs mounting. So the landing gear goes right on the bottom here, so at the rearmost block, and then we have another big fence in the front, and we do the same thing on the other side as well, like so. And we have our basic bottom part of our fuselage. Now I'm gonna move on to the tail. So the tail is quite simple actually. So what we have is a couple of slabs here, just to have a nicer transition, and then we have a couple of blocks like so. So that would be just like, we have another slab here as well. That would be like, I don't know, 3 blocks just about. And then on top we just have this extended. There we go. And then we have the middle part that comes out like so. And then we have the rest of the tail basically comes out like so. And we have another slab on the bottom here to support, or actually we have a nice line of them to support the whole thing, and we have a nice stone bricks there at the very back like so. And that's pretty much the bottom of our tail. And then we're gonna have our vertical stabilizer slash holder, and it's gonna just come out here like so. So very simple, just this sort of shape, and we're gonna sort of reinforce it at the front with some stone brick stairs like so, and that should pretty much work. And we're gonna build the stator a bit later, or actually let's do it right now before I forget. So it's just 2 fences on each side, so basically something like this. It's a 4-bladed thing, so that's fine, nothing too complex there. And on the other side we have a stabilizer fin, which is 3 slabs long, and it's right on top, just like that. And that's pretty much it for our tail, pretty much. That's all we need to put there. And now it's time to move on to the top side of the fuselage. So this is a bit more complex, but not very much. So we're gonna start at the front by adding a slab in the middle here, like so. And then we're gonna add a couple to the sides there, and then we're gonna have a block in the middle, like so. So that's pretty straightforward. We're gonna extend this row of blocks quite a ways towards the back. So let's go to here somewhere, and then we're gonna see what to do next. So On top of those there is another row. So basically after like 6 blocks from the beginning there, you can add another row to the top, and that goes sort of not all the way to the end. We're gonna have to see how long this needs to be. I'm gonna finish that a bit later, but let's continue on the front here. So what I did was put stone brick stairs the whole length of the thing on top here. So basically they go from the very front to the very bottom, sorry, to the very back, and something like that pretty much. That's a bit too far, so let's do a nice corner there and do the same thing on the other side. So just a row, and then if you want you can add a corner to the last block there, and then we have a slab like so. I'm not sure, I've probably done it correctly. It doesn't really matter if it's off or by a block, but that's pretty much it. So this is pretty much how our fuselage looks without any other stuff. So I reckon that I should add some windows before I forget. So they are in the middle here, on the middle block of the wall, and there's 4 of them on each side. So the first 2 are 2 blocks apart, and then these 2 seem to be 3 blocks apart, and then those 2 are also 3 blocks apart. Okay, so we have our windows here, and we're gonna put some on the other side as well, just to even things out, like so and like so. Okay, on these pods I will also put some stairs, just for some more added aerodynamic effect, I guess. And that's pretty much it for a fuselage. It's not very complex. Before I do the rotor, I'm gonna add the engines, so I don't forget. So they go on the sides, top here, and I've just put down a row of blocks basically, and then we're gonna put down some note blocks in the front, and we're gonna put down some skeleton skulls in the back, and that's pretty much gonna be it. Nothing very complex there. So let's do this, and that's pretty much it. That's one of our engines, and then we're gonna put another one on the other side, like so, and like so. There we go. Okay, engines done, and let's continue with the last part, and that would be the rotor. So the rotor is gonna come out from the first block of this row here. We're gonna add a fence post like so, and then I'm gonna put a block of hardened clay on top. Around the block I'm gonna place some stairs, so basically some stone brick stairs, in a sort of this arrangement here, like so. So we have our hub, and then we're gonna add the blades. So this helicopter has 6 blades, I believe, or 7, I'm not sure. I can't really build 7 anyway properly, so I've gone for 6, and they are arranged like so. So basically we have 4 in the corners, and then we have 2 in the middle. It is not a symmetrical rotor, but that's pretty much as close as I can get it to how it looks in the real world. And also the blades in Minecraft are different lengths. So of course on the real one all of them are the same length, but here I can't really do that, so I've gone for different lengths. So the diagonal ones are a bit shorter. So basically if you are talking about sort of visual length, as you can see here, they are all similar, but because of how diagonal blocks work, there doesn't need to be as many in the diagonal ones to make him look this long, if you know what I mean, possibly. So the diagonal ones, the block count or the slab count is lower than on the straight ones, but the end product should look uniform, sort of like this one, if you know what I mean, hopefully. So anyway, I'm just gonna build that, and we're gonna hopefully figure out what I mean. So let's build the diagonal ones first, I guess. So the whole sort of diameter on the diagonal ones would be 21 blocks. So basically that means 10, so each blade is 10 slabs long. So if I build one here now, so that's 5 and 10, like so, and then I just continue with this, so I just build the same on every side, so you can see when they are proper length, because they line up at the end. So this one is the proper length, and let's do the other side as well. So we have another blade here on this side, and then we're gonna have to do the straight ones as well. So let's do this one. So the main thing is, of course, to make them all the same length. It doesn't really matter if they are sort of uniformly off by a couple of blocks, I guess, but they need to be all the same length, at least the diagonal ones to each other, and the straight ones to each other. These are my diagonal blades, and I'm gonna build the straight ones on the side here. So as I said before, the straight ones need to have a higher block count, because with the same block count they would appear much shorter, and that would look really weird. So I've gone for 21 blocks of diameter on the straight ones. So if I calculate that, that would be, I guess, that would be like 14. I'm not sure if I counted these ones as well, so like 13, 12, I guess. We're gonna see how it works. So this is just a straight line, a bit more simple than the diagonal ones, and they should go around 2 blocks over, or actually a bit more, yeah, something like that. And that's how many blocks? So that's 13. Yeah, I guess 28, I don't know. So I've gone for 13 here. I should count it on that one as well. I think it's pretty much the same. So you pretty much make it so it looks good, I guess. Doesn't really matter so much how long they are, as long as it looks pretty uniform and pretty good, it should be fine. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna quickly count them on the original helicopter, and I'm gonna report back. Yeah, so I can report that on the original helicopter the blades, the straight ones, are also 13 blocks or 13 slabs long. So that's pretty nice. And also, before I forget, the one last feature that this helicopter desperately needs is the thingy that goes on front, that I still don't know what it does. So basically, it's the same sort of thing that goes on the Black Hawk, and that is really iconic. So The same thing goes on this helicopter on the side there, and not sure what it does, but it looks pretty cool. So that's pretty much what we're going here for anyway. And I think that's pretty much it for this actually. I may have built it a bit longer or a bit different than the first one, but it looks kind of good, so I'm gonna leave it here. So anyway, I would like to say, as always, thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos. You can check out all of these amazing helicopters that I have here. I have a video for all of them, and my other vehicles, such as like airplanes and other stuff. Anyway, as always, again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.